All right, we're here with Megan Hendricks today, an expert on agriculture, and we're going to ask her a few questions about agriculture and the environment. So Megan, how does science and technology contribute to the rising production of food?
Well, with new GMOs, crops are able to yield more each year, and also with these GMOs, these crops can resist pesticides, which also allows them to live longer and be able to sustain and avoid being eaten by small pests.
All right, very interesting. So, kind of building off of that, how do you think satellite technology can help farmers?
Well, so farmers actually use satellites to monitor their fields on a large scale, since many of these fields are huge. So it helps them sort of monitor and see how the crops are doing.
Great, that's super interesting. So one thing that's grown a lot in the United States is corn. What are 3 modern uses for corn?
Well, modern uses for corn include ethanol, which is added to gasoline. Also, human consumption, which accounts for a small portion of what corn is used for, like corn syrup, as well as most of corn is used to help feed crops such as cattle and pigs and chickens. It's used as the grain that feeds them.
Very interesting. So do you think that the consumption of meat by humans has anything to do with the production of corn? Do you think it has like an effect on developed versus developing countries?
Well, as humans eat more meat, there is more land needed to produce crops to feed that meat. And so, therefore, in developed countries where you have more land and money to produce those crops, it is more common to find meat in your diet.
All right, and then what could be 3 things that would threaten the sustainability of agriculture?
Well, pollution can lead to dirty irrigation water, which will damage the life of the crop and how well it can live. And global warming also has destroyed many crops because of the heat, and they can't take it, which also is included by deforestation, sort of affects the environment a lot. And finally, drought can have a large effect because there isn't as much fresh water that can water those plants and keep them healthy.
And what would be some pros and cons of using pesticides and chemical fertilizers?
Well, some pros would be that they keep the bugs off, which means you'll have a bigger yield in that crop and you'll have more crops that time. But a con is that the runoff waste can pollute waters, which affects many people and animals, killing them as well.
All right. Thanks for your time, Megan. We'll see you next time.
No problem.